Riley had always been a woman full of dreams and aspirations. However, after years of disappointments and heartbreaks, she felt lost and hopeless. One day, in a moment of despair, she decided that there were no more reasons to continue. In a quiet park, she wrote her last words in a diary, where she expressed her pain and the tragic plans she had for her life. After leaving the diary on a bench, Riley walked away, unaware that her life was about to change. James, a young writer in search of inspiration, was walking through the same park when he found Riley's diary. As he flipped through the pages, he was shocked by what he read. Riley's words were deep, filled with sadness and despair, but they also revealed a woman who still held dreams and hopes. James felt a strong connection to her and knew he had to find her. He committed himself to follow the clues that the diary provided, hoping to save her. The pages of the diary mention special places that Riley used to visit, a cafe where she always had coffee with her favorite book, a bookstore where she spent hours daydreaming, and a small lake that was her refuge. James decided to visit each of these places, determined to find Riley and show her that there were reasons to live. At the cafe, he spoke to the barista, who remembered Riley and gave him some tips about the places she frequented. James then moved on, his determination growing with each step. He visited the bookstore and, finally, arrived at the lake, where he sat by the water, lost in thought. It was there that he saw a sad young woman sitting on a rock, staring out at the lake with a distant expression. He was sure it was her. James approached slowly, his heart racing. When she saw him, he said, "Riley, I found your diary. I read your words, and I can't let you give up. You still have so much to live for." Riley looked at him, surprised and suspicious. How did you read my diary?" "I found it in the park. Your words touched me deeply. I know you are suffering, but there is beauty and hope still around you. Please, let me help you." At first, Riley hesitated, but there was something in James's sincere eyes that made her lower her guard. She decided to listen to him. James began to share his own struggles and how, in moments of despair, he found strength in people who believed in him. He talked about the dreams he still had and how life was full of possibilities, even when everything seemed dark. Over time, Riley started to open her heart. She shared her pains, her insecurities, and the weight she carried. James listened attentively, without judgment, and with every word she spoke, he encouraged her to see the light at the end of the tunnel. He invited her to explore the places she loved and rediscover the joy in small things. Together, they visited the cafe, where Riley allowed herself to savor a coffee and read a book she had set aside. At the bookstore, she got lost in stories that transported her to different worlds. And by the lake, they spent hours talking, laughing, and sharing dreams. As the days passed, the connection between James and Riley grew stronger. He helped her see not only the beauty of the world around her, but also the beauty that existed within her. Riley began to reclaim her passions, rediscovering the artist she had lost along the way. Through art, she expressed her emotions and began to free herself from the chains of the past. One night, while walking under the stars, James stopped and said, "Riley, you are an incredible woman, full of strength and talent. I have never met anyone like you." His words touched her heart, and in that moment, Riley realized that she had found not just a friend, but someone who truly cared for her. Their feelings for each other grew, and what started as a friendship transformed into a passionate romance. They supported each other, and together, they faced the challenges of life. Riley finally began to feel free, as if she were being reborn. One day, while they were together by the lake, Riley looked into James's eyes and said, "I never thought I could feel this way again. You showed me that life can be beautiful, even after pain." James smiled, holding her hand. "And you showed me the power of hope. We are together, always. We will face all of this together." Riley smiled back, feeling a wave of love and gratitude. She knew that her life had changed forever, and that the diary that almost led her to a tragic fate was now a symbol of resilience and rebirth. Together, Riley and James built a new story, filled with love, dreams, and the certainty that, even in the darkest hours, there is always a light that can guide them back to life. And so, with their hearts intertwined, they moved forward, ready to face any challenge that life might present, knowing that love and hope would always prevail. If you enjoyed the story, please like and subscribe.